I have a couple things planned, so let me just give you a quick rundown of what we're going to be doing today.
I appreciate you though, cause on Monday, Tuesday, you called out them calls and that shit got me out the drawdown.
But yeah, I'm about to hop on a boy. Well, I said hop on a boy. That's new Diddy. Hop on a call with my boy Mac.
How to draw the fib. Now I can almost guarantee you, if I were to draw this fib the same way, just from London session.
Funny story. I bought this hoodie with money that I earned from going to work on time and like doing things when I'm supposed to. And they gave us like little Monopoly money. It was like UPS bucks, and if you saved up a certain amount of UPS bucks, you can go buy some new uniforms so you didn't have to wear the stock bullshit. And I got this, and yeah, this was a great investment, not gonna lie. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today it is Saturday. It's a new day. Today, I have a couple things planned, so let me just give you a quick rundown of what we're going to be doing today. So it's the end of the week. I woke up this morning, 9:30. I'm like, oh shit, we're about to trade. And then I realized it was Saturday. Didn't have to trade. One of the things I try to prioritize in my life is waking up at the same time just to keep that habit, keep that routine. But sometimes I don't want to wake up and have to work. I don't want to wake up, have to talk to people. Even though I'm talking right now, I'm kind of talking to myself. I'm not having to talk to people, not interact with people. The only person I've talked to today is my girlfriend, and even then she's in another room and I'm over here right now. But the reason I'm saying all of that is because I want to be able to go do some shit with my morning. I've woke up every morning the last 5 days, woke up the last 5 mornings, and just did what I was supposed to. Today, I'm going to enjoy the fact that I have freedom. I'm going to enjoy the fact that I have time today. So I'm going to go to the beach, going to go spend my time over there, going to go get some sun, going to go do all of that stuff. Then I got the group call with the team, back testing all of last week's price action tonight. So there's a lot of chart games going to be towards the end. So if you care about the charts, stay to the end. If you don't care about the charts, enjoy the rest of the video until you get to the end, and then you can leave. But that's one thing. Then I got the one-on-one calls. So if you want free game, if you want free access to little portions of the one-on-ones I have with my students, I'm gonna give you guys some of that because I do have a lot of calls today. Get some food, and honestly, just enjoy my day here. It was an okay week. Can't complain. But now it's time to focus on today. What are we going to do today to move to the next level? My girlfriend has work later, so by the time she goes off to work, that's gonna be when I lock in, go to the gym, do everything that I need to. So with that being said, let's just enjoy this day. I'm probably gonna see you in the car on the way to the beach. All right, and we made it. It's time to get the show on the road. We just got to the beach. Parked next to another red car. Nice. But I feel like we've parked here before and I recorded the same house, but shout out to that house. We about to go into the water while it's sunny. No cap, but let me take this hood off. We just made it to the beach. Setting up everything. Dug this shit. It's like a cool little 5-minute workout. Nothing crazy. All right, we just got back. The beach was fun. Whole lot of sun. We went to Target, and we're about to make some food, and then I got my one-on-one calls in approximately probably like an hour, maybe a less. But yeah, that's the vibe. So I don't know what we're about to make, but we about to figure it out. Probably gotta take a shower too. Gotta do a couple different things, but yeah, go outside, get some sun. Time, it is approximately, I think my time's wrong. My time definitely is wrong. You gotta change the time. All right, right now we're back at the crib as you guys seen, but I'm about to hop on these one-on-one calls. I just got out the shower, nice and clean. It is 3:30. We're about to get active. I'm about to hop on a call with my boy James. Let me find my wire to keep this camera recording so you guys can get all the games so it doesn't die and then I lose all the footage that I recorded. It's happened way too many times. I'm gonna learn from my mistakes, just like you gotta learn from all of your mistakes. So, and I'm gonna close my door so she doesn't walk in. Or I could just keep her in here. I'll probably keep her in here. You wanna stay with me, Luna? Yeah? I think she said yes. All right, you can stay in here. What's going on, Birdie? How you doing?
Chilling. Got off the car wash right now.
Copy. Yeah, I just got out the shower. I just got back to the crib. I was trying to find this. I got a one-on-one with someone else. They signed up and everything, so that means they gotta be in the group chat, right? To be able to set up the call, you gotta get the link. And I looked up their email, I looked up everything. I don't know who it is, and I sent messages in the chat. Look, I sent it 10 minutes ago. I was like, "Who is this? I'm waiting. Your call's next."
I was, pretty happy about that shit.
Good work.
And yeah, so I mean, shit, I appreciate you though, cause on Monday and Tuesday, you called out them calls and that shit got me out the drawdown. So I was able to keep my combines alive and shit. So you know what I mean? You been doing your thing and shit. I appreciate you for real, cause
No, I got
if you
you.
didn't put up the calls, and you know what I mean, I would probably still have to be stuck trying to figure this shit out.
Nah, that's a fact. The main thing you just want to be able to take away with it is just try to understand how to be able to do it too. Because let's just say, God forbid, anything happens to me. I know what I'm looking for. I know the trades I'm looking for, but you want to be able to also know what you're looking for. So when you take the trades, the main thing you could take them, just try to understand why. Understand it with all the stuff when it comes to the course, when it comes to the meeting recordings, when it comes to the blueprint, all that stuff that I give you. You want to be able to now use that real time with the stuff that I'm actually doing. Okay, now that he did this, this is the trade we're in. What, based off of the blueprint, the meter recordings, did we use? You get what I'm saying? Because it's very simple. It's very repetitive. I use the same stuff. Like, it's not very different. It's just a matter of now understanding, because understanding is going to allow you to be able to do it again. And being able to do it again is going to allow you to be able to do it while I'm not there. You get what I'm saying? So then next week, say, I don't want to show up. You'll still be able to have that knowledge. You'll still be able to know what you're looking for based off of that experience. But regardless, you're able to benefit from it. You just want to be able to understand why, because you can win the trades, but if you don't understand why, it'll be hard to be able to now replicate it. But if you understand why, then you can kind of put together a system and everything to be able to continue doing that same thing, to continue having those trading days, to be able to take advantage of stuff like it. We all want to have the big trades, but the big trades also come as a byproduct of risking a decent amount. If you're not consistently risking a decent amount, you're not going to consistently have those big trades. You know what I mean? So it's hard to be able to get a consistent result doing something that's not going to allow us to have consistency. Because all it takes is 1 or 2, 3, 4 bad trades, not even bad, just L trades, and then you can lose an account when you risk a lot. And as long as you're aware of that, that's the main thing. Because most people, they're aware, they understand it's going to be fast, but they don't realize how fast it could really happen. You know what I mean? Most people want to bet on the fact that they're going to win the next 2, 3 trades instead of the fact that they could lose. And losing, it happens. I lose all the time. It's just a matter of being able to manage that risk, like I said. The main thing I'll say, just when it comes to them, I probably told you before when it came to challenges, make sure you just don't try to force it, don't try to rush it, especially because you already have one that's passed. You don't got to take a trade on the Express. You don't have to do anything. You can trade the Combine today. You can trade the Express. You have an option. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to force yourself to get all them trading days. You don't got to force yourself to pass the account today, tomorrow, this week. You just want to be able to take it day by day. Show up, follow the process, and you're going to be able to consistently catch trades if you just simply follow the process. But if you go out of your way to try to catch a trade, to try to make money, to try to pass the account, to try to get a winning trading day, you usually just don't get the result. You get it from just focusing on a process that's going to bring that result as a byproduct. All we got to focus on is winning trading days. If we can just win trades, we'll get winning trading days. So all we got to do is focus on how we're going to win trades. How do we win trades? Just follow the system and process, regardless of what happens.
What I'm thinking is right now I'm just aiming for 30 days. As soon as I can get 30 green days on my Express, then, you know what I mean, that's when I'll be able to think about taking a roof draw or...
Off the call. Funnily enough, I had a call with one of my students, Elijah. I texted the wrong Elijah, thinking he was going to be the one available. He wasn't available, so then I hopped on the next call with the next student. And the one that I called, not even called, the one that I texted to see if he was available, that wasn't really him. So he wasn't ready. And I was like, why is he not ready if he scheduled it? He was like, he'll just let me know in an hour. I was like, I bet. I'm going to do the next one. And I texted another Elijah to see how he was, to make sure it wasn't him. I texted the 2 wrong Elijahs. And then the Elijah that actually booked the call texted me. So yeah, we're about to hop on that call. Funnily enough, I have a lot of students named Elijah, crazily enough, and Jaden. Jaden and Elijah, 2 of the most just used names when it comes to my students. I don't know why, but we about to hop on this call. Okay. This is just the main things that I use to do my markups. Usually they're on the left over here, but if you look at specific things, see how it has a star?
Yeah.
When you star it, that just makes it a favorite, so you don't got to go look for it. So whichever ones you use the most, if you want, you can screenshot these 2, just so you can see which ones I use. I'll just kind of give you a brief explanation of what they are. It's nothing crazy. The first one is just a circle. It's just literally just a circle. I usually use this when I'm marking, when I draw the fib, so you guys can visually see it. I have the buy. But yeah, I'm about to hop on a boy. Well, I said hop on a boy. That's new Diddy. Hop on a call with my boy Mac. And while I'm on a call with him, I'm gonna get a little workout here on the balcony while it's sunny. Come on. I mean, yeah, I would say full body, but there's only so much I could do with my kettlebells. Full, as much body as I can do, I would say up here, but we're gonna figure it out. It's not closed. I mean, I'm just here with you right now. And I can still do this while, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if I win 2 days, I won't trade the third. If I lose 2 days, I won't trade the third. And you can apply that to everything, or you can even apply it to just like your account. Because I mainly try to do it per account. I just mainly end up trading one account most of the time, so it's easier just to stick to that rule. But say, for example, if you got a funded account and you win the last 2 days, you don't got to trade it on that third. But say if you have an eval that hasn't been traded, you can still technically trade on that third day, but you're not going to trade that account that was traded on for 2 days. So you can either be the more disciplined side of it and apply it to everything, or you could do that way. That's usually how I do it, because that just won't affect the account. And then, like, for example, last week I had a good week and everything. Well, not even last week. 2 weeks ago, I had a good week. Like, good two weeks essentially. I went like 5 days winning. This week that just passed, I lost like the 2 first days, just back-to-back lows. So after that, I just haven't traded the live account since then. So I mean, it's kind of just managing risk. And after that, I was trading the evals. Now, yeah, it depends. Like, most of the time when I'm trading my live account, I just won't trade that third day. But when I have, say, something like the evals, I could still trade. It gives me something to do. I can work towards something. I don't gotta wait, especially on the evals. It already costs so much time anyway. All right, right now we are in the car. I'm wearing this United Postal Service hoodie because I used to work at UPS. I was just recording a little video that I'm probably gonna post on Instagram about that same thing. But I don't know, I like this hoodie. Copyright. Good song, but copyright. But yeah, I like this hoodie. I've had this hoodie for a long time. It's like a nice little slim hoodie. I used to wear it all the time when I used to go to work, and it was my favorite work hoodie. Funny story. I bought this hoodie with money that I earned from going to work on time and like doing things when I was supposed to. And they gave us like little Monopoly money. That was like UPS bucks. And if you saved up a certain amount of UPS bucks, you can go buy some new uniforms so you didn't have to wear the stock bullshit. And then I got this, and yeah, this was a great investment, not gonna lie. They got me. But I wear this shit. I'm gonna be repping them until, I don't know, I'll probably have this as a hand-me-down. But here, right behind me, look at the Rolls Royces. 1, 2, 3. There was about 3 of them, probably someone on this side. But yeah, and we're gonna get yogurt. I just told you guys a whole lot of information, but we're also going down this garage. So yeah, I'll probably see you guys when we get back to the crib or when I get the yogurt. I'll probably show you the yogurt, but then we do got the call with the team in an hour. Oh, okay. Now we are back. We are about to be active with the team. Y'all know what time it is. Get this not too bright for y'all. But we're about to be active with the team. We're about to go over the price action from last week. So this is the back testing session y'all been waiting for. For the people in the beginning of the video that I told you were gonna get some charts, for the people that I told you were gonna get some stuff to actually learn, now is the time. So if you want to be able to be here for the full session, it's probably gonna be about an hour session. I'm gonna give you maybe 5 to 10 minutes of the game. It's still gonna be informative, but if you wanna be here for the weekly educational sessions, it's the daily live sessions, and to be able to make your first 5 figures when it comes to trading and be able to work with me like the people you see me work with already, first thing in the description, let's hop on a call.
Let me get into this day or so. Thursday. This day I like because we had a lot of volume, but the main thing you got to also keep in mind is this is CPI. This was after CPI. A lot of people looked at this trade and they were saying, oh, you caught the CPI trade. I would say, yeah, I traded CPI, but the news really, I didn't catch it at CPI. I caught it at my normal time to trade. But what I will say is, the main thing you got to understand with CPI, with London session, is that it painted the trend for me. Coming into this day, the previous day was bearish. It was. The previous day was bearish. But also the day before that was bullish. And the day before that was bullish. The day before that was bearish, but the day before that was bullish. So it was an overall bullish trend. Overall, keep in mind what we did on Tuesday and Wednesday. We ran the all-time highs. Now we're at an all-time high right here. So this right here is all more free range. It's all all-time high over here. So the fact that CPI did what? Oh, didn't mean to do that. We had consolidation. We had a push up. We left the gap. CPI came and filled it. We pushed up a little bit. We left the gap in between. And on the micro scale, that's what we were able to use to take price higher. So it's very similar to what we usually look for in like in terms of consolidation. Wait for a gap to be created and then use that gap to take price higher. Now, we didn't have no false break in this case, but sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But if you would have been paying attention to what happened in London session dropped, created a low, and started pushing. And then by the time CPI happened, it had its retracement. I didn't have to be awake to wonder, oh, is it going to run the low? I wasn't even awake for CPI. By the time I woke up, this shit was bullish. I don't know what happened down here. I wasn't here when it happened. It did it all for me. It consolidated, had his push, retrace, and then closed up bullish for me. So all I had to do was come here and be like, oh, look at this. 1 hour gap. That's all I did. I promise you. This is the only thing I was looking for. The main thing that made this trade very clean and very simple is the fact that the main reason I was looking for this trade was the fact that we were bullish since London session because we consolidated, had a retracement for CPI, and then since that CPI trade closed bullish, the 8-hour candle closed bullish, that's when I was now looking for the long. So that's when we had got the trade at the 1 hour gap with about a 50-point stop loss. And like I told you, when you're right, you're right. Look, another one, Angelo. See, like when you're right, you're right. It's just enough. It's just usually just enough. You're either right or you're wrong. It's just when you're right, you're right. That's one thing you got to keep in mind when it comes to these imbalanced plays. And this gave you a great trade. If you would have been targeting the previous day's high, you would have got a 1 to 5. Not even 1 to 5, 1 to 3. But if you would have been targeting anything above, this day overall went to about a 1 to 10. And the main reason behind this trade was what? 9 in the morning. You had the 1 hour gap. And if you take it a step further, if we take it to the lower time frame, that's enough for over here. But if we take it to the lower time frame, boom, I want to get the area exactly before we retrace. So if you take the fib from the low from CPI to the high before we retrace, which will be at 9 in the morning. So the high that got created at 9 a.m. and the low at 8:30, that was the range we were in when I woke up to trade at 9:30. If you look at the 38.20%, look at how it rejected. If you look at the 50%, look at how that rejected. We go back to the hour time frame and then look at that same fib. So that fib that we drew from 8:30 to up here, we got that fib in there also too. So that's another way for you to be able to understand how to draw the fib. Now I can almost guarantee you, if I were to draw this fib the same way just from London session, if I were to just get rid of this one and draw it from London session, more than likely I can guarantee you it's probably going to be a fib also. If I were to pull it from here to here, that's probably going to be a fib right here. If I could pull a fib from London session, like I said, to here, it's probably so there's usually going to be more than one. That's why I tell you guys is usually just keep it simple, have your areas that you're going to draw it from, because all of this is just a retracement, all of this is just a measurement, and if the range is small enough, you're probably going to have 5 other confirmations there anyway. Just because you have 5 confirmations there doesn't mean you need to catch a trade, doesn't mean you need to force it. But this is a great trade right here. All you would have needed is 1 to 2, but this, if you would have held a runner, if you would have held anything, it was a banger trade. And this is one of those trades where you don't need to catch many of them a week. This trade would have gave you 1 to 10 in about, damn, that's crazy. About probably like 2-3 hours, 1 to 10. That's just a normal shit. Like just normal 50-point stop loss, just doing it, and it just went for the all-time high and just kept going crazy. But if you just would have been holding and holding and holding, you would have went into Friday and it would have went straight into drawdown. Not drawdown, but less profit.
And we are done with the call. A lot of game, Matter of fact, now that I'm here, let me make sure I upload this to my PC drive so I can send this over to my computer so I can actually edit this for you guys on this. But yeah, great day, a lot of game, a lot of value, and now it's just time to eat some food and go to fucking sleep and edit this video and do all this shit all over again. Gotta go work out. I didn't make money trading because the market is closed. But besides that, we're just building ourselves, getting ready for the week. Got myself ready in terms of the price action, got myself ready in terms of content, helping my students get them ready, and then I gotta do all of that again tomorrow, and then we have Monday where we do it all again. We make some money. But with that being said, I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily video. Stay safe, stay busy, stay productive, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.